For the last month and a half, my partner Megan and I have been renovating a 1973 Airstream to turn into our future tiny home on wheels. We need a water tank, and there's one in Vermont about 3 hours from where we live. So in this video, we're going to transform our full-size SUV into a very simple, no-build car camping setup, head up north for the night, and pick up our tank in the morning. But no car camping setup is complete without today's sponsor, Jackery. Jackery, Megan, come on, bring it to me. Jackery. All jokes aside, Jackery makes some amazing products for van life, overlanding, camping, whatever it is you like. If you like green energy and you like getting outdoors, this is the product for you. Jackery sent us the Explorer 1000 Plus. Let's open up the box and see what's inside. Out of the box we have the Jackery, a charging cord pouch, 120 volt AC power cord, a 12 volt DC power cord, user manual for the app, user manual for the Jackery, 100 watt solar panel, and a second solar panel. Right out of the box, you can just plug it into your wall and have it charged in 1.7 hours from 0 to 100%. You can also charge it with your car and with solar panels. These are two 100 watt panels that they gave us. If we were building out another van, I would definitely just include one of these in our van and call it a day and super simplify the entire electrical process. The Jackery Explorer 1000 Plus is extremely convenient for anybody who just wants to get out and go and doesn't want to build out their own electrical system. So let's give you guys a quick rundown of all the features of it. To turn the device on, long press and hold, and then the screen will light up. On the LED screen in the center, you can see the current capacity of the battery, and we're at 76%. This shows that it's ready to pair with your Bluetooth device. This is the input on this side, and this is the output on this side, and it's showed in watts. Over here, we have a DC 12 volt 10 amp outlet. Over here, we have a nice bright light. It also has SOS mode. Down here, we have two USB-A's and two USB-C's, which you turn on with the press of a button. And over here is our 120 volt 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, meaning you can plug in your regular household appliances up to 2000 watts. Just know that when you do turn on your inverter, you are starting to output just by having it on. And over here, when you're running appliances, you can actually see how many hours are left. And just by having the inverter on at 76%, we have 76 hours left of running time, which is an incredibly long time. This thing's a beast. And now to test it out.
It goes with the music. We hope you enjoyed this lovely presentation of the Jackery Explorer 1000 Plus. We're gonna go ahead and plug it into the solar and see how much wattage we can get in while we build out this no-build car camping setup. Only 32 pounds! This sundial tells you where to position the solar panels, and you want the shadow to be perfectly in the target. So I have the solar panel perfectly facing towards the sun. So it looks like we're pulling enough sun to get in about 50 watts. It is cold, it's New England.
You're also blocking it currently, telling the readout.
Okay, without my butt in the way, we're pulling in 80 watts and it's going up. We have slightly cloudy skies, but good enough sun to get some solar in. We're gonna go ahead and build out our no-build camping setup and let this thing charge. We're currently at 76%. All right, let's do this. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
This fridge can actually run on 12 volt, and we have a cigarette lighter attachment, so I'm excited to use this with the Jackery. We actually were planning on doing a build, but after 2 days of trying to turn an old futon from IKEA that we got on Facebook Marketplace for free into what we wanted for a platform, we just decided to do this instead.
After about 20 minutes, we're up 3%, and it said we had about 3 hours remaining to a full charge at the current light. We're gonna charge the rest by car, and we'll see if we're at full capacity by the time we get to our campsite.
Truthfully, we're not very worried about only getting 3% up because we only charged it for 20 minutes, and we're gonna be able to charge by the car on our way to Vermont, and we have a 3-hour drive, so we gotta get going.
thing that's really cool about the Jackery Explorer 1000 Plus is that you're able to actually connect to it via Bluetooth. So I've got the Jackery app downloaded. You do have to sign up for an account, and then you just have to long press the button on initial start to turn on Bluetooth. It took me a couple of tries to actually get that set up properly. But now that I'm able to monitor it, so I can see that we've got 98 watts coming in from the car. I can also turn on and off all of the different outlets, so I can turn on the USB one, I can turn on the 12 volt DC, and I can also turn on our AC just by pressing the buttons here. We have our drive ahead of us. We just stopped at the grocery store for some sushi. Now let's hit the road.
Grocery store for some sushi. So after 3 hours driving north to the cold Vermont, our Jackery is up to 94%. That's all while powering our 12 volt fridge and charging my phone. So I'm really excited because I'm already loving this. If you hear anything right now, it's actually the fridge. It's not at all the Jackery, because the Jackery, I can barely hear it when it's on. Which is really cool because the alternative to power stations like this are gas generators, and we all know how loud those can be. It is freezing up in Vermont, but I'm excited because honestly, we haven't been out in the wilderness in so long. It's so beautiful up here.
It's so beautiful.
Even not in foliage season. Hi.
Hey, let's get a fire started while we're doing all this.
Guys, it's nights like these that I love New England, and so happy that we're here during the fall. We are almost coming up on winter season, but we can still see a bunch of foliage, and it was a beautiful ride up here. But I will say, I think I'm a little underdressed. I'll be right back. Much better. All right, let's build a fire.
Bundles.
Truthfully, you don't need much to get started with camping. You have everything you need in your kitchen. Just something to cook with. Don't ever forget your lighter. Dishwashing products, that's something we always forget. Utensils. Babies haven't been out in a while, huh?
Being out here right now makes me really miss our van, but makes me super excited for our future Airstream renovations. So if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, definitely do. That looks so good. Campfire Chili is quite possibly the best campfire meal you can possibly have.
It's a really wet fire. Holy smokies. I'm really enjoying being out here. It's been a long time since we've gone camping. It's been a really long time since we've had a fire. And all the silence is like just so amazing.
35 degrees. It's definitely the coldest I've ever slept in a car.
This is way more comfortable than our last car camping setup.
Yeah. If you guys watch that video, watch it after this one.
Are you cozy?
Yeah.
All right.
My feet are freezing though. Gotta warm my toes
The warm up. We're actually gonna warm them up electronically because this right here is an electric blanket, and we're gonna use this 100-watt electric blanket overnight, and we're plugged in right now. And I don't know if you guys can hear anything right now. We don't have the fridge running in here, but if you hear anything, that's the Jackery. It is so quiet.
Super quiet.
Currently, I have this heated blanket going at the highest heat possible, and we still have 8.5 hours left to 0. We're at 90. We just dropped to 89. Oh no!
What will we do?
I know. All right, guys, we're gonna head to bed, and tomorrow morning we're gonna show you around our beautiful campsite and car camping setup because we got here 30 minutes to sundown.
Great timing on our part.
Woo! Good night. Waking up here in Vermont definitely reminds me of that time we woke up in the Grand Canyon and it was so cold. Thankfully, we have a whole car to keep us warm.
But I have to say this is 1,000 times better than tent camping. If we were tent camping out here, let's just say we would be tent camping out here when it's this cold.
Yeah.
I've done that once before, and honestly, that was enough.
Some may say we're bougie, others would call us practical. My toothpaste is frozen. I'm squeezing really hard. Look.
I miss making pour-overs.
Which color is mine?
We always match whatever we're wearing.
I didn't realize yours matched you too. I'm like hot in this.
I know.
I'm sweating.
I'm chilly, but you've got the sleeping bag on.
All right, the sun is poking through, so what a better time to do a solar charge and give you an update of our battery levels after running the electric blanket all night. We started the electric blanket at 9 o'clock at night and we unplugged at 7:45. When we started the electric blanket, we were at 90% and now we're at 10%. So I'm gonna do a solar charge and see if we can get some good watts in because the sun is really poking out. 108 watts. We saved some of the beef from the chili and added it to the mac and cheese. It looks delicious.
Nothing says camping like breakfast mac and cheese. Delicious and nutritious.
Thank you.
We've been charging the solar panels for a bit, and rather than going over there and actually looking at it, I can just conveniently look on my phone and connect via Bluetooth. So right now we are at 31%. I think we were at 10% this morning, so that's pretty good. It's been about an hour and a half.
Really good.
And we're up to 152 watts of solar coming in. Truthfully, this is a
so
game
cool.
changer for camping.
Before we pack up the Jackery and all of our kitchen supplies, let's show you around our camping setup. I guess it's not our camping setup, it's our sleeping setup. It's a super, super simple setup. We've got 2 pillows, a 3-inch futon, which really feels like 1.5 to 2. I would say if you have a bony hip and you're a side sleeper like Matt, you might not be as comfortable.
She's not wrong.
We have 2 of these camp blankets that have Sherpa on one side and a camping material on the other side. We sandwiched that with the heated blanket because we realized with the heated blanket on top, it was losing heat going up. So we actually put it in between 2 of these blankets that we have. I was sweating all night. It got really hot. A little secret, we actually bought this insulation to cut it up and put it on the window so that it would be a lot warmer at night, but we just ran out of time to do that, so we just didn't do it. We were able to put the Jackery right at the foot of the bed. We didn't even notice it was there. Truthfully, you don't need much to go car camping, and I feel like the setup that we had was perfectly fine for a nice adventure outdoors, which we haven't had in a little while. Unfortunately, it's coming to an end and we gotta pack up because we have a water tank to pick up because we're still building an Airstream. After watching this beautiful video, you're impressed by Jackery too, you're not going to want to miss their Black Friday deals. From now until November 27th, you can get Jackery's solar generators and portable power stations for up to 50% off. You can also subscribe to Jackery's live stream on November 27th to earn up to $50,000 in prizes. Thank you to Jackery for sponsoring this video. It really helps us to be supported by companies like this to keep us on the road exploring and traveling, making videos for you guys. We're gonna see you in the next one after we pick up our water tank for the Airstream.